Yes. Yes.
Can they hear other people?
They should be able to.
Hold, please. Rob is
They can hear me.
addressing
Can
the
you hear
issue.
me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear my deep voice?
Can you hear the people sing?
Others are good.
Others good. I should be good. I see movement.
Yeah, you can be heard. I hear you.
Okay.
Well, I heard him before, so.
Right.
Can you heal up now?
Oh,
I'll stop singing if you
don't
can.
yell, Petey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to
Going
get away
back.
from my singing, I understand.
Welcome to season 2. You don't have to watch season 1 to know what's going on. This is an anthology series. We'll follow a fresh set of characters each season. Not funny, Dan. So, yes, this takes place in the Dawn Rebellion. That is 4 years before the Battle of Yavin. So, there is no rebellion currently. If you watch Star Wars Rebels, we're about the second season there too, the timeline. Let's go around and introduce the players. If you'd rather describe your characters in the game when you're introduced, that's fine. Is that what you prefer, everyone?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I prefer.
Okay.
Sure. I'm good.
It's fine.
I'd like that.
So let's start to this side with Coolbaro. Tell us about yourself and where we can find you.
Yeah, sure. I am Brendan, aka Quillbaro. I met these fine folks at Geek Unleashed through the D&D 5e actual play podcast I'm a part of. It is called Evenfell. You can find it at Evenfell Podcast on Twitter or at evenfell.com. Star Wars is, however, my first love, and I'm really excited to be here.
Excellent. And above Brendan is Finn.
Hello, I'm Fennicini. I met these very lovely individuals through a method of sorts. People meeting people. One of my friends introduced me to this group, and now I'm here on another one. So I'm happy to be back and excited to be playing in the world of Star Wars for a change. So really happy to be here. Thank you for having me. And yeah.
No problem. Moving to what I'm looking at his right is Lily.
Hello, I'm Lily Moon. I've been on other shows here. Currently, I'm also on the Thursday night D&D, the Wheel of Fate. That's really all.
It's all right.
Pass it to whichever side. I can't see.
That would be Alexander Thomas.
Yeah, but I can't gesture. I
It's
can't
fine.
see
I'll
where
do
my
it.
arms
I'll
are
do it.
going.
It's like this way.
Some way?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Alexander Thomas. I am the GM for Heroes Incorporated here on Geek Unleashed, and I'm starting the Curse of Strahd podcast, Heroes of the Mist, on Monday. Actual play, not podcast. And I'm a novelist and actor and a professional nerd. I'm excited to be hanging out here in the Star Wars universe with these wonderful people. It's going to be a lot of fun this season.
It's really the only way to be a nerd is professionally.
Well, the Joker said if you're good at something, don't do it for free.
There you go. And lastly, Cider Tim.
I'm Cider Tim. I guested, met everybody through a friend of ours from season 1, and guested on season 1 for an episode, and it was a lot of fun. And when this came around, thought I would see if I could fit it in and do a regular spot. So here I am. And yeah, you can pretty much find me on anywhere at Cider Tim. So
I still have your
That's
die.
you do. I have a lot of them, so I'm fine. But hang on to that.
And that gambler was awesome.
Thanks.
He cleaned up.
He was Space Matthew McConaughey, so
Yeah.
he did
Yeah.
that.
All right. You may have noticed the thing here at the bottom. went around. We're actually doing something kind of what we did with Heroes Incorporated. You can actually tip and add some dice, good or bad, to the players or to me. You can type !tip in chat for the link. $1 will buy a boost die or a setback die. $5 will buy another skill die. I think what do they call that? Anyway, ability die, and or a difficulty die. And then for $10, you can either buy a proficiency die or a challenge die. And the second one's instead of the bad ones, and you'll see that when it pops up on the screen again. And those will go into a pool. There they are. So with that, and I won't have a map tonight because I ran out of time, but we'll have it next week for you. We do need to go ahead and bring up your character sheets.
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead and roll your
Destiny.
And all you need to do is where it says dice
Yay!
pool is just hit that die in the middle. Looks like a D20. Or hit the roll destiny button.
Do we all need to roll Destiny?
Yes,
Yes.
I'll tell you why. This builds a pool of destiny points. The light side destiny points are the ones with the circle with the clear in the middle. Those go to players at first, and then the solid ones are dark side, and they go to me. You can flip one during your turn to upgrade one of your dice from a ability, the green dice, to the yellow, the proficiency, or you can upgrade my difficulty from a purple to a red, the difficulty to the challenge die. Vice versa. Once I use it against you all, it goes back to you. So it's kind of like an economy of going back and forth, helping you out.
Is there a command to roll it in here?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you're on the first page, the character sheet. You go past dice pool, and there's destiny pool, and off to the side,
On the left.
on the left, it says roll destiny as the second button down.
Mm.
I'm looking for it. Let me bring up his sheet. It's on.
It's like right above wounds.
Why is it showing me this?
Oh, okay.
Oh, there it is. Click on. Are you on character info at the bottom?
I got it.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So I will add this all in and sync it to everyone, unless it's already in your sheet. So we have 3 and 2. Is that correct?
Well, technically, I think we should have 3 and 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So let me sync this up for you guys.
Sorry for helping Jim.
That's all right. All right. So before we get started with the story, I do have a little surprise for you viewers. Let's kick it off with a crawl, good old-fashioned style. All right, I hope you enjoy the little crawl. Let's get to it. So, outside of the planet Rishi, we have a YT, what did I say that was, 1930?
1760.
1760, thank you. So many numbers. Write that down. On board pilot, we have Wayland. And we have Elon. So,
Beep boop.
if you will both describe your characters.
Sure. You just want like a physical description or background, bio stuff?
You can just do physical.
Okay. So I am a KV series droid like K2SO. My coloring is crimson and gold after the corporate colors of my mentor, a man named Kors Zorberich. I wear a wide-brimmed rancher-style hat, and a long leather duster.
And are you up front with Wayland, or are you back with the passengers?
I figure at this point in the flight, I would be up front with Wayland.
Okay. You are carrying 10 passengers. They are refugees from the Empire. Your target location is Dantooine. However, you have caught the attention of the Empire. As you came out of orbit, there is a Star Destroyer that has dispatched 4 TIE fighters, and they're heading your direction. Actually, they've already... Sorry, let me back up a little bit. They've already engaged with you. I need my other dice.
Wayland's muted.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, no, I've just been
Okay.
I've been letting Duke run his thing. I'll introduce myself soon enough. It'll happen eventually.
Okay, I just wasn't
Someday.
sure.
No, yeah, no, I've come myself muted. Just did not interfere because sometimes the mic is a little bit touchy. So I
fine.
apologize.
You don't have a clear shot to jump.
Cool.
So, Wayland, you're up front. What do you look like?
So Wayland is probably sitting in the pilot seat of the YT, and he's kind of on the tall side. Got what looks to be kind of worn, but not overly ragged clothes. More just they've been worn through use, and it's a charcoal gray, bordering on black, but not quite. And he's got loose body armor, kind of patchworked together from various places, and he's got a bit of scruff, kind of forming into a beard. Obviously, like he shaves regularly almost. Black hair that's kind of almost in kind of a pompadour-esque style, kind of shaved more on the sides, but long and kind of swept back. And he's probably got a headset on at this point, and he is currently trying to sort through this TIE fighter engagement.
Okay.
So.
Gunnery. All right. I'm sorry. I'm just building my dice pool here. All right. So as you're about medium range, you get rocked. The ship gets rocked in the rear. Stop it. You had 3 successes on that roll. I'll be descriptive on this. And the damage is 6. So that's 9 damage total. So what you want to do is remove the armor from it, and then it goes to your hit threshold.
So you got 7. How many did you say?
9 total. So what's your armor?
9 total. Armor is 3, so we have 6. That
Yeah,
would
you take-
carry over, I believe.
Yes, that's correct. And your ship should have a weapon,
It does.
and if it's
6
dorsal
hardpoints.
or
There's not any ship weapons immediately listed on it.
hopefully
It
it's
has hard points for it, but
okay.
no.
I'll give you some stats. It'll be gunnery. for the skill to shoot. It's got the little gun chair like the Falcon. And it's probably the same stats as the Falcon, so let me find that YT.
Waylon, how long before we can jump to hyperspace?
Still waiting on an opening. I told you that.
So you have one dorsal and one ventral turret mount. It does 6 damage. The crit rating is 3, and it's close range.
Close range. So we have dorsal and ventral. And then how much damage did they do?
6.
That's all it does. 6, okay. No special.
No.
Okay. Cool. Are they linked to the front? Do you want to say?
What's that?
Are they linked to the front? So say Elon in the co-pilot chair, could you shoot with them?
For this, just we know what's going to happen. So just, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. So,
So it's close range, and I believe that's 1 difficulty.
yes.
So you add 1 on the dice pool at the top. You can add 1 purple, and then roll your skill for gunnery. Jeez, Elon. All right. 3 successes, a threat, and a triumph. So that's 4 successes, actually. You can actually spend that triumph to trigger a crit.
Let's do that.
So I'll roll a D100. One moment, please.
Oh boy. Did you get that one, Elon? heard something.
Just get my crit card, my crit deck.
Oh boy.
These are all NPCs. Critical injury. Here we go.
Mechanical stress.
Thank you.
The ship or vehicle suffers 1 point of system strain.
All right. So 1 strain to the tie. But actually, you did some more damage. So that's 3, 4. So it's 10 damage. Minus the armor. And it explodes.
Yeah.
Boo! I don't know, that's
Good
the
shot,
best.
Elon.
That's great sound effects, but boo!
You see that, Kin Claw?
Yeah, I heard it. Good shooting.
All right. Did you want to take a shot too? Or do you want to do a pilot check?
Yeah, sure. Actually, I was gonna try to do a pilot check, if possible, to make things a little more difficult for our friends to hit us. So that'd be piloting space, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. Am I faster? Can I use gain the advantage to work to find an opening?
Gain the advantage. That allows you to get a boost on the attack, correct?
Yes.
And then the other one,
Okay.
evasive maneuvers, allows you to be harder to hit.
Okay.
If I
That
remember
makes me
correctly.
lose both. Yes.
Okay. Either one.
Okay. Why don't we do evasive maneuvers? I can do that. Okay. So that's piloting. What's the difficulty?
It's. I think the default's just 2.
So could I put where I put the 2 on here?
You can add it to the dice pool at the top, or you can do
Is the-
2p next to your skill. But just remember to take it off. This is easier at the top because you can remember to remove it as you roll.
Is the triangle?
Yes.
Okay. The upside down triangle.
Yeah,
I
the
should say.
purple.
Yep. Okay. And then piloting space.
All right. So you pull it off. You do have an advantage. I think you need 2 to give somebody a boost. That's fine. So you hit with 8. No, wait, that's piloting. So
I'm not shooting. I'm trying to
Right,
dodge
right.
and work an opening for the jump.
evasive maneuver, it upgrades my attacks difficulty, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Until the end of the next round, upgrade the difficulty of all attacks against the ship vehicle once, plus up to 1 extra time point of handling the vehicle has.
Okay.
Point of handling, which I believe is just.
I have 3 handling.
Okay, adds their handling, so you don't get any. I don't know. There's just 1.
Okay.
So.
So the next TIE fighter flies in. Oh, well, that stinks. He misses. I rolled 3 advantages and a despair. You actually move out of the way, and this dumb TIE fighter pilot just kind of bumps into the other one and then spins off, exploding.
Catch that flying, Elon.
Thanks, despair.
Nice.
And then the last one.
We got to get out of here, though. We can pick off a few more of these, but we got to go.
Before they send reinforcements, they're coming soon.
So that is, I rolled a success, 2 advantages, and a triumph. So what does 80 do?
Oh, look. I
Okay.
got it. Oh, 80.
Good, 'cause I'm missing that card.
Okay, it's power fluctuations. The ship or vehicle is beset by random power surges and outages. The pilot cannot voluntarily inflict system strain on ship to gain extra starship maneuver, for example, until this critical hit is repaired.
Did you get that?
Yes.
Okay.
So. Cool.
And then you take 9 points damage minus your
3 on
Yeah.
there, so 6 and a 6. Okay, we have 6 hull trauma left.
Ooh.
Is there? Yeah.
Better jump
Is there
soon.
Yeah, we better. So, cool.
Who's running the Nava computer? We've got to get out of here.
Technically, I think you are, but you're also shooting, so really up to you.
Oh,
But I
God.
can help.
Somebody's got to pull out astrogation.
I can actually do that.
Okay.
So, I'll astrogate. Is that just average difficulty of 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, there you go. You had 2 successes, threat, and 2
Tribes.
2 triumphs. you're actually able to cut time down on this jump.
That is
Cool.
how you roll.
And I'm assuming Elon just punches it.
Yeah. I
All
pull
right.
that lever. Push that button. Flip that switch.
Just imagine just like a thing on the side that you just crank down.
Right. All right. So the jump is complete. You come out near Dantoo. Clear skies, so to speak.
Radar looks clear. Outside of the outages, we got any other problems?
A lot of damage.
Oh yeah, that's kind of obvious. Right. Let's try to get it done before she falls apart completely. I will begin to make my way down to Dantoo Town.
All
I
right.
believe.
As you break Atmo, you hear and get close to Dantoo Town. The starport is calling for codes.
Do I have those codes?
Yes.
Okay, I will give them the codes. Yeah, we have a incoming shipment of various freight goods, and here are the paperwork and order numbers, yada yada, so on and so forth.
You are clear to land.
Thank you.
So as you pull around to just your landing gear drops and you just slowly come down into the starport. Before you do that, a YT 1930 is leaving and takes off to flights.
Phew. Bye, Senna.
Thanks, Panda, for the subscription. So as you land, it's fairly busy for a starport. The last time either of you have been to Dantoo Town? Been a while. Couple weeks.
Waylon will step off the ship, kind of look at Elon as he's starting to make his way out of the central cockpit and go, "Do you know where these refugees are going?"
Yeah, I need to organize them and get them to their contact here on Dantoo Town. What do we need to do with this ship now?
I gotta assess it, see what it's looking like. If it's good enough, we can repair it. But if not, then we might just scrap it. It's not really worth that much.
Okay.
And I
But-
don't really need it a whole lot. Do you need to get back to Riche?
I can't go back. This was it for me. This is the last run.
Cool. Then let's see if we can make something off of this then.
Okay. Let me go round up the passengers. I'm gonna head back into the belly of the ship and get all the passengers ready for disembarkment.
Sure. You do have a mixture of refugees. Some, what we see, I assume would be middle class. There is one noble who's kind of kept to himself. Kind of carries himself with like an air.
Would I recognize him?
Well, depending on, you were just in the fleet, right? Or did you do any political things?
It was fleet with a side of politics because of his usefulness to the Empire at the time.
I would say at this time, no.
Okay. So I want to make sure.
But they all get to their feet, Elon, and head your way. They're very thankful for your escort to Dantooine.
I just want to let everyone know, let the passengers know, hey, it's been a pleasure getting to know you all in Rishi. I am so sorry that this is how things have turned out. Keep your head down, be careful out there, and if you need help, you can always contact me.
They come up and they're like trying to shake your hand, even though you're a droid, and they're very, very, very grateful It's okay. We understand. We don't want the Empire. And thank you for getting us out there alive.
Of course.
So your contact here is normally it's a human woman by the name of Hope Jajig. She's about in her 50s, short, blonde, graying hair. And her place is up the fairway a little bit, almost towards the end of the old town on the right.
Hope Jajig.
Yes. So you head that way?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Waylon,
Yes.
it's going to cost more money than you have to repair this dinky old ship of yours.
Okay.
Is it even yours, or did you steal it?
We'll say for the purpose of this that it's effectively mine.
Okay.
And I kind of, who am I talking to? Like a droid or like some sort of like, just is that my guess based on the damages I see?
It's a deck officer for the starport.
Okay, and I'm gonna look at the deck officer. It's human. What kind of race is he?
This is actually a Wookiee.
Okay. I will kind of look at the Wookiee, look up, and go, is there any place I can sell this thing then? Perchance.
It looks over the ship, and this last. He says you're better off just selling it for scraps.
Right, where can I do that then? Because I've not really stayed long enough to scrap something before.
He tells you that it's. You can do it there.
Okay.
They can go through and write up, I guess, an assessment like how much everything will be.
Okay. Then I'll.
If you want to take some time and come back in about an hour.
Sure. I'll kind of follow the trail of refugees after finishing that conversation, as I head off to Hope's place.
Sure. Dantooine, for those who have not been there the last half cycle, has really grown. It's very overcrowded as you go into the main area. A lot of them are refugees that have come in recently. When you first started, when you heard about this cause they're doing here, by bringing in refugees, and then they give them papers for new identities, and then they'll fly them out to new planets with new life. At the time, it was just Hope doing it, and now there are other pilots working like you, and there's a new player in town for that. Oh, the hot cocoa. Remember that. All right, so you pass through a market area. There is actually a farmer's market going on currently. And it's through the way to Hope's place. There's some kids running around. But as you get to Hope's, it's actually her house, her home. It takes you about maybe twice the amount of time because, I mean, the place is packed. It's hard to navigate through all the people in the street. So you arrive at Hope's.
Is there anything? Sorry. Is there anything I've noticed, like, super noticeable at the market?
Are you just looking for something that's out of place?
Just what seems to be, interesting bits, like things that have people talking, or things that may also look out of place. Just like what's the read on the scene?
Make a roll for me. What is that skill? Let's see, Wayland. Well, it's perception. So just roll perception. Difficulty 2, but since it's very crowded, throw in a setback die.
That's one of the black ones, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Cool. Thank you. And
Okay. You rolled 4 successes and a threat.
yes.
I mean, you see deals going on. You don't know about what exactly. You see, they could be some shitty demeanor. Because this used to be a nicer place to come, but because of the influx of people, there's more crime and corruption now. But you do notice an older gentleman. He looks kind of familiar to you, and you really can't place it right off the top of your mind. But he is actually standing there at a cart.
Could I make a education roll?
Yes,
'Cause I think that would be something that would be in part of his education.
sure.
Do you want me to remove the setback for this one?
Yes,
Standard difficulty?
that's
Okay.
fine. With 2 advantages or no successes, it's a wash.
Okay.
You can't place it. He just seems really familiar to you.
Okay. I will make a mental note of that.
Okay.
And actually, I will try to catch up with you on real quick and say, I know the way to hopes. I will catch up with you in a brief moment, if that's all right. You're muted.
Yeah, you beat it, Elon. Still can't hear you.
Is that better?
Yes.
There we go. Yes.
Oh, sorry. I've got this stupid mute button on the on the cord.
I hate those.
Like, there's no way to get rid of it. Okay, so anyway, are we at
Hopes, yes.
Hopes? Okay, so was it Hopes that was crowded, or was that the route getting there?
The route getting there.
Okay, so I'm just gonna knock on the door to see if we can get Hope's attention.
Okay, it takes a moment and it slides open. Elon, oh, thank goodness you're right. Did you get everybody safely off Rishi?
Well, we've brought another 10 with us this time, but unfortunately, this will be the last run. I've run into some trouble with the Empire and with some pirates.
Oh. Yeah, I know about pirates. And she kind of steps out the street and sees the refugees and kind of gestures them to come in. She says, "Please come in. I don't have papers for all of you. I'm afraid it's going to be about 2 weeks before I can get all your new lives in order. I hope that is okay." And as they go into her house, she steps out and she tells you, "Look, 2 weeks is what I've been telling people, but it's been more like 3 or 4.
What's going on? What changed?
It's too many refugees. They've all heard about what we're doing here, and you see the streets. It's too much. And Voss is taking money for papers. He's getting more quicker, but they're leaving within a couple of days. I can't keep up. So it just comes down to a criminal getting these refugees safely off, or the right way, my way. I'm just afraid for these refugees.
Okay. It sounds like we're going to need to be careful. If people are finding out about this place, then the Empire will know soon as well.
Definitely. Well, are you staying long?
Well, like I said, I ran into some trouble, so I don't know what the next move is for me. I'm going to try and, make some acquaintances here and see what we can do. There are still a few hundred people on Rishi that I want to get out, but that's going to be difficult.
Well, there are plenty of pilots and help around. You can check the new cantina. The Wet Wookiee is still a place to go. Starport. I'm sure we'll find somebody that could help.
Well, I've partnered up with a pilot, Wayland here, who's trustworthy. I don't know what his plans are now, though.
Well, there's plenty of work.
Probably the same as yours, unfortunately. But, yeah, we'll find something. Pleasure to meet you, Hope. Wayland Kingclaw.
Nice to meet you, too.
Extend a hand and shake it if she,
She returns the favor. And at this point, a Solistan comes up to her from the side, and he's flanked by a female Chiss. Oh, excuse me. This is my business. Again, thank you for getting these refugees here. I need to talk to my pilots about our next steps.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right. So, you have the Wet Wookiee. You have a cantina / casino, which is much larger, that I've yet to name. Chat, you're welcome to throw some ideas out there for us. There's Starport, and there's the market.
As Hope steps away, he'll go, Elon, are you busy for the moment? I have somebody I actually want to try to see if I can pin down where I remember them from. I saw them in the market just a second ago, and I want to see if I can figure out where I know them from.
So you're going
Absolutely.
back to the market, or are you...
Yeah, that's ideal. I mean, ideally where I'd like to go.
Okay. Well, the market is between Hope's and the Starport, and coincidentally across the street from the Wet Wookiee.
Wonderful. Then I will begin heading that way. And if Elon's gonna follow in suit or not.
Yep, I'll tag along.
Okay. And then I will find the unassuming farmer's cart with the old man that I is distinctly familiar. So.
Okay. He's still there.
Okay.
Do you approach him?
Yes, I approach him.
All right. Mick, can you describe yourself, please?
I sure can. So Mick is a worn old man with ruddy tan skin, wearing a loose poncho over baggy farmer's clothes and a sou'wester hat to shield his eternally squinted brown eyes. A well-kempt white beard hugs his chin, and he has two white eyebrows that sit like angry caterpillars on his face. Otherwise, he's bald. And he moves with sort of a practiced purpose and conviction, and his form seems to belie an unseen strength. But there is something about the antsy way he stands behind the market stall that makes him seem kind of like a spring that's been coiled for too long.
I will approach and goes, you sell these things here, right? Sorry, kind of unassuming. My name's Wayland Kingclaw. I swear we've met before, but I can't pay swear.
I have one of those faces. Can Can I make a warfare check to see if I have an inkling that he might be an Imperial officer or something?
Sure.
But I will say yes, I do sell the fruits and vegetables.
Add
carts for you.
2 difficulty die. Oh, you have 1. Roll another.
How do I add difficulty die?
Oh wait, you have actually the challenge die. Actually, you know what? That's fine. It was 2 difficulty, but 1 is upgraded to a challenge die. So you end up rolling 5 successes and an advantage. The way Waylon carries himself, he's had some time to kind of mask it, I'm assuming. But he does walk with a little bit of like officer wood.
I recognize the stick he keeps up his ass.
That's an interesting way to put it, but it's not wrong.
Well, how can I help you, Mr. Kinclaw? My name's Mick.
Pleasure to meet you, Mick.
You in the produce business?
No, I'm
Sorry.
in the business of bounty hunting. Not that it really is. You're not the person I'm bounty hunting, so let me just clarify that.
I take my hand off of the rifle underneath the stall.
I'm not here to cause any trouble. I just wanted to know where I've seen you before.
Well, some people just tell me I have that kind of familiar face.
Can I make a roll for that to see if that's entirely the truth?
You can.
Is Threlon here too?
Yes.
Yes. I'm sort of peering off, looking around, just trying to get the lay of the land.
I don't know when those models were introduced. Was it during this time? It wasn't during the war, was it?
I looked it up, and it was before it worked timeline wise. I forget the specifics of it though.
Mm-hmm.
It's after the Clone Wars, but in between the Clone Wars and the battle, like the time before Battle of Yavin.
Okay.
So it works with our timeline.
Right.
I don't know that Mick would entirely have a whole deep understanding of them.
Nah, the clankers I scrapped were a lot skinnier.
So, but
yes, you can roll. It's
Are you the one who dressed your droid, or did he do that himself?
he's not mine, so he did it all himself. I didn't.
I snap my head over. I am no one's droid.
In case you need further honing in of that point.
You see, looking at you, I'm trying to decide if you're abnormal because you're dressed, or if every other clanker I've met's been naked.
Are they mutually exclusive? Both could be correct.
I like to think that I am more than just parts. Please call me Elon. I extend my hand out.
Nice to meet you, Elon, and I'll shake his little metal hand.
This is a very tall droid too.
Yeah, 7'1".
What role am I rolling for this?
Well, I mean, Mick was being. I would say well, it depends on who's going to roll the die. Just roll perception, and let me look at his sheet real quick. Tell your difficulty, because it's a.
He's not technically lying, because, yeah, but.
Let me. It's going to be 2 purple.
Okay. Gotcha. 2 purple, and then perception.
Holy smokes. So you rolled 5 successes, a triumph, which counts as a 6 success, and something powerful happens, and you roll 3 threats. I'm trying to determine. He is telling the truth, but he is withholding information. And I'm going to say now you place him.
Gotcha.
But now you're drawing attention from other people in town.
Okay.
What you're picking up, Mick.
You know what, boys? Maybe we should move this conversation somewhere else.
Probably for the best.
And I'll kind of gesture over to my son, Vic, to come over and take over the stall.
Do you call him out? Do you call out his name?
Yeah, I'll say his name's Vic.
Okay. I'll just kind of look and go.
Of course.
What he said. So we will go into the Wet Wookiee,
Okay.
I believe, unless you have a better place in mind, Mick. You're more of a local than we are.
Nah, I like this dive.
All right.
Wouldn't take you anywhere touristy.
Good.
And it's just that. It is a dive. It's seen better years and the prior cycle, at least. It's very private. A lot of booths, less tables. There is a bartender working. There is a stage. There is a lone Twi'lek performing. She's actually singing some. Can't even say it. FYI, viewers.
Jizz.
Yes, jazz in the Star Wars universe is referred to as jizz. So there you go.
Thank you, George Lucas.
Thanks, George Lucas.
It's not okay. It's
I
just not okay.
We should have known. We should have known way back when.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's playing just some music coming from a box behind her. You enter.
Is she playing the jizz flute?
No,
No.
jeez. I was waiting for it. I was just waiting for it. I can feel it happening.
I think it's more of a jizz horn.
No, no, no.
Let's get it out of the system. Let's get out of the system. It's episode 1. It's fine.
But it's a galaxy-wide problem. It'll be in the next system too.
Yeah, that jizz is pretty all-encompassing. It gets everywhere.
It does. It's like sand.
And there are a few patrons at the bar. A few in some booths, just hanging out. On the left-hand side of the bar, the cantina, there's actually a woman standing against a column. Oh, see, now the chat's all worked up.
Would it be?
I had to add a permitted term for that.
The joys of being a moderator. Is it somebody that Waylon might recognize?
Oh, yes, you recognize her
Okay.
from my job in the past.
Yes. I will kind of look over and go, Aja, is that you?
Yes. Hey, hello, Roland.
It's been a
How
while.
have you been?
Still kicking, so really not too bad.
Let's
Do you
see.
wanna? Would you like to join us for drinks? We're having a makeshift party happening.
I think it's called a makeshift party. And I kind of slap my own knee.
Just
Who is this poodle brain?
someone I'm accidental acquaintances of.
Are you buying the drink?
The first round at least.
Okay. I will join you for drink.
So, is there an open booth?
Yes, there's an open booth.
Awesome. I'll kind of, once we all sit down, and go. So you were in the war. The wars, plural. Is that correct?
Yeah, I
But
was.
we'll say that in a hushed tone.
You could say I was in the war. Me and my brothers did a lot of fighting.
Interesting. It was a little after my time. Before my time. There we go. That's the word. Before my time.
Would I kind of recognize Nick?
I don't know, because it's kind of a weird thing.
Mm.
But you weren't on planet. Let me see what you can roll. It's got to be some kind of knowledge roll. Roll warfare.
Roll warfare.
2 difficulty.
And that would be.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and flip my first dark side.
Cool. Like 1p.
So make 1
red.
Yeah.
We had balance in the force, and then Rob screwed it up.
Well, look at that. Yeah. You recognize at least what Mick represents,
Mm-hmm.
or used to.
Yeah.
And I think even for that threat point, you say it out loud.
A clone. How very original.
You want to tell the whole galaxy, or just this room?
I don't think it's not very many people listen to me. But if they do, I mean, I doubt that I am the only one who'll notice.
Oh yes, I can see it now.
I've been here for 30 years and nobody said anything.
Just
Maybe
because
they'll-
no one has said anything does not mean people have not
Maybe
realized.
they've all just been.
We're all looking to get lost here.
Yeah.
I am not looking to get lost here.
Well, you're already lost here.
Exactly.
You came to the right place to get lost. This is a good place to get lost.
I just stopped over.
Yeah. Where are you headed next?
I do not know. I'll look for other job.
Seems like we're all in business for a job, with the exception of a friend here. Unless you have a fancy to do something a little more exciting than produce.
Brothers.
Mick gets a noticeable, like, twinge of, yes, that's exactly what I want.
So I'll take that as a yes.
Of course I want something more exciting than this, but I've got a farm and kids and a granddaughter to think about.
Well,
What did you have in mind?
Still working that one out, but something. Obviously something.
yes.
Something to get us, I mean, at least myself and whoever wants to come with me, off-world.
Do you have ship?
Part of that is getting a ship.
Perhaps we should find person with ship.
There might have to look around the shipyards, but I'm sure there's somebody with one that they're willing to sell. We just
I'm happy to go take a look. I think I know somebody who just arrived recently who is having ship problems.
Why would we want ship the problem?
I think it was a possession problem, not a mechanical problem.
Let's see.
That is a problem.
Still a problem. Yes, I agree.
Well, you
Waylon,
promised something exciting. Maybe we can go get it back.
Waylon, what's the outcome on the ship we came in on?
Would it be something that they could send to my comlink?
Your data pad. You have a data pad?
Okay. I have a comlink, unfortunately.
Okay.
I have a data pad.
Well, I would have to go to him since it was his ship.
Oh, offer him and he can log in. Maybe. I don't know how the internet works.
This is future internet, so
It's called HoloNet.
same thing.
You have a Gmail, a Galaxy Mail?
No, it actually is called HoloNet.
Yeah, I know it is. I know it is called HoloNet. I just kind of forgot that is a thing.
HoloNet.
I don't know how it works. My kids got me this data pad for Life Day.
Life Day.
I'd say I know we're getting something for it. At least the scrap that can be salvaged off of it. 'Cause I know a lot of the computer parts are still good. It's the powering issue. So, outside of that, use that to maybe buy a new ship or. Do you know where is this person that has the ship readily available, Mick?
Yeah, he's probably readily available. I caught him snooping around in my cabbages.
Do you know where he ran off to?
Can I text Thought New?
I don't know. Did you exchange numbers?
Probably. He was the most exciting thing that happened to me that day.
Do not let wife know that.
Well, I've been married for 30 years. You'd think I have fun with my wife anymore? She's mad at me because I'm twice as old as she is because of accelerated aging.
There's no way to slow that down.
I don't know. I haven't gone back to Camino in a while.
Thought he usually hangs around the starport.
He usually hangs out around the starport. We can probably go find him down there.
Perfect. They should be done giving me the well, at least marking up while they can salvage off the ship that rode in on. So, can also pick up those credits.
Perfect. I'm gonna text Vic and tell him to start packing up Clanker so he can head back to the farm.
Okay. Now, what is Clanker exactly?
Clanker is our nerf.
Okay.
So, never mind.
Yes, I am a scruffy nerf herder.
All right, you can do that.
I would like to see if I can tap into the local HoloNet. I want to see if there are any bounties that have been put out on either Wayland's ship or myself.
Sure. I'll roll a computers check. It's coming back to me, guys. Remember things now.
Heck yeah.
You and Celine Dion.
You sign in through like a local port. You do not see any current bounties for either of you.
Okay. I will walk back over to the table and just kind of lean over to Wayland and let him know that we're clear.
He'll nod, giving no further response outside of that. All right. Are we heading to the spaceport?
I'll lead the way.
Okay.
I will follow. Just we'll see what exactly is happening.
See, this is how you usually get roped into things, Naja.
I know.
Last time you followed me, there was a shootout, so just be prepared.
I don't.
When they say that, I'm going to divert our path through the marketplace to pick up my blaster rifle. And I'll stow it under the poncho.
Okay.
I like to say, but Naja is not. She's not visibly armed. Doesn't look like she has any weapons on her.
Wayland will chuckle as Mick picks up his blaster rifle. I say this, but that was also a much different planet than this was.
Hmm.
I have the impression that you guys bring trouble with you.
I do not bring trouble. I protect people from trouble.
Yeah, I'm usually
It is my job.
so.
Are you good at it?
My job?
I'm still here, aren't I?
Yes, he is still alive.
But when I met you, she wasn't with you, so she probably wasn't guarding your body very well.
It's a as needed
Mhm.
arrangement.
Mm.
I tend not to have people die on me. I mean, accidents do happen, but
Did you describe what Naja looks like?
no. She has really pale gray skin, and she has tattoos all over her face, and she has long white hair, and she's wearing mostly browns, but she has a red scarf around her neck.
And her weapon, where does she keep that?
She is not visibly armed at the moment.
Okay. All right, so you're heading to the starport?
Yes.
I will follow. Just because nothing else.
Okay. As you enter the starport, you hear some crates get knocked over, something metallic spill across the floor. You hear a Wookiee very
not my
angrily.
fault.
Yeah, and then you see a little creature running away from the Wookiee.
I didn't do it. You can't prove anything.
I
To
think someone as a boat will get arms ripped off.
No. No.
make do
That's the one I found in my cabbages.
okay. I was about to ask if most Jawas have purple cloaks, but apparently this one is already a special case, so I will just leave it be.
He's got a purple cloak and sticky fingers.
Yep. Thought, if you can describe yourself, please.
Thought is about 1 meter tall. He purple cloaked Jawa, bandolier filled with cargo, leather cargo pouches. He's got an ion blaster strapped across his back, but little yellow and orange illuminated eyes that are squinting when he's exerting himself as he's running away from a Wookiee. I didn't do it! Arrest me! Thought and didn't do anything wrong. Nope, nothing. You can't prove it.
Can I get between the Wookiee and the Jawa
Yes.
like an idiot?
Oh boy.
The minute I see somebody I recognize, yes, business. Behind your legs. You can't do it. You can't do nothing.
Easy now, buddy. Easy, big guy. What did he steal from you?
I steal nothing. Thought steal nothing. Stop didn't. Why does everyone think thought steal things?
He says that he was snooping around the tools.
Looking for parts. Always looking for parts. Parts are very fun.
You see, that's just his disposition. He seems very snoopy. He was probably just looking around because, he can't see over many things.
True. But very short. Hard to see things. Very hard.
The Wookiee just kind of
Hard
gives
to
up
touch.
and sees Waylon and grabs a data pad and goes over to give Waylon the assessment of the parts.
All right.
This is very odd. It's very strange to see a Jawa off-world of Tatooine, and one that could speak the common tongue.
I've
Much
already
appreciated.
considered him a kind of a. So are you from around these parts?
No.
I figured as much. Not. Do you have a name?
Thought.
Pleasure to meet you, Thought. I'm Waylon Kinklaw. I used to have a ship, and now I'm shipless. So,
Oh,
What
that has ship, Raven. That has ship.
you have a ship?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Are
Very
you
good ship.
looking Are you looking to sell that ship?
Oh. You're looking to buy a ship?
That's kind of why I asked. Yes.
This ship, very special. Starcrawler, very good ship. A lot of space. Space is important in space.
Yes, usually it is. That's why it's called space.
It comes with very skilled pilot too.
That's an interesting arrangement, but not one I'm opposed to. As while I can fly, I'm not exactly the best at it.
Well, you have to understand that with ships, sometimes it's handy to have somebody who already knows all the quirks. So it's good to have pilot.
I agree with that.
It's bonus feature.
Noted.
What do you mean quirks?
All ships have quirks.
They do have quirks usually.
Sometimes features.
Quirks and features are usually different things, but how
It's
much?
a matter of branding.
How much are you looking to sell it for?
How much you looking to spend?
I'm gonna look at the data pad.
Okay.
I've seen many negotiations, and this is not how they typically work.
You are very tall.
Hello, small friend.
How much are you worth?
A lot more than you could probably ever spend. Because
Well, that's probably true. It's very impressive.
What
Very
was
impressive.
your hull trauma when you landed?
when I landed, my whole trauma was a good old whopping 6.
6 out of 18.
Yes. The system trauma was fine though. That was still 15 out of 15. If that's
Okay.
worth anything.
I'm just doing some math. I think it's 500 credit per point. I can't remember. Does that sound right, Lily?
Oof.
What?
Think so?
500 credits per point to fix
I
a
don't
hull.
remember. It was really expensive. That's why we had a ship fund.
All right. He offers 30,000 credits.
It's not too bad. A lot more than I paid for it. So I'll take it.
He's like, okay. So he transfers the credits to that pad.
How does 10,000 credits sound?
Sounds low.
Sounds low. How much is it worth then?
More than that.
You have to give me a price point here because I'm not going to play this whole like hot cold game because it's usually it just takes forever and we could just
That hears words. That understands. That think. That was thinking somewhere around 25,000 credits, yes?
Can we split the difference at around 17,000?
Can we split the difference somewhere around 19,000?
18?
You drive hard bargain. Deal!
Waylon,
What?
wait. What if we get the ship without the pilot? Would that cost less?
No
I don't
deal.
think so.
No deal. Pilot has to go with ship. Very important.
Part of me believes that there's an emotional attachment to the ship. So,
Pilot and ship. They go together. I cannot separate them. I've tried. It just doesn't happen.
so we get a pilot. I'm not against it because I'm not the best one in the world.
Well, then
No
I
problem.
would say then that 15 is fair.
That is not what's said.
18, but yes, I would agree.
Oh,
that's fair.
18 sounds, yes, sometimes short-term memory not so good. Yes, 18. 18.
I had a little rough this conversation,
What?
but I believe Mick said that you were having some issues with the ship?
No
Is the ship
exchanges. No refunds.
is the ship no condition whether it is actually worth what Wayland is offering you? How much will it cost to fix the ship?
Is she with you?
At the moment, kind of, yes.
I noticed she didn't ask this question until the bargain was struck.
Well, at least
I
not-
waited. I also waited to ask this question for a very specific reason.
Well, it's kind of as is kind of offer.
I'm aware.
Has small problems, nothing big, could totally be fixed.
Small problems. Elaborate for me.
Well,
And then I need the GM to tell me what my problems are.
You need a new hyperdrive.
oh,
And there's only one in town.
That's a small problem.
small problem. We can go up. I can't go anywhere.
You need
So-
a hyperdrive.
Yeah, hyperdrive is just a little, just not.
So I spent
Um,
$18,000 on a ship that is an in-world fucking crap.
but
They taught you that at the academy, boss, and I'll sort of look over it again.
But first of all, farmer, very funny. That's good, right?
Yep. Yes. another-
Hilarious.
Uh-huh.
Second of all, pilot. Pilot also pilot things on ground. That's good. Bargain added value. Added value.
I'm
Very
sure.
important.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Thought. Did you just lump me in as part of the purchase?
Shush me. Now that's working.
So where can we find this hyperdrive?
The only one in town is available to purchase from. Hold please. The new cantina, which I'm actually. Can I? Think of it. Anyway, it's the boss there has one for sale. It's the only one in town.
So new cantina boss has hyperdrive. I just have not worked out a good deal to. They won't let me in.
Right.
'Cause-
That's kind of a problem when you're trying to buy something from an establishment.
I think it's because they don't see that. They're very small.
That might be why.
I think so.
So, how much? Do you know how much that's going for from the new boss? The new-
No, again, I have not been allowed
Okay.
inside.
All right. So we have a ship. It doesn't
Ah!
work. But Elon, do we want to start looking for work?
Oh, maybe we should go ask the guy how much he's charging for it, so we know how much to work for.
That's part of what I was wondering.
I think I made like
Or-
35 credits today for my produce.
Perhaps we can go to him and see if he has job that we would be offered in order to earn part.
What do we all think of that idea?
I like it. I've been meaning to check out this place for a while anyway.
Do you want to take a pilot?
Come on,
Okay.
Thought.
I will guard your body.
Oh, okay. Never had one of those.
Elon, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, two things. Yes, we need to know the cost of the hyperdrive, and yes, we need to know where we can find some work because credits are short. I can reach out to Hope as well to see if she has any ideas for who might be looking for able-bodied persons.
That'd be good. That'd be a wise thing to look into. See if maybe she needs help or she knows someone who does. So why don't we look up that avenue as well?
And I like the outside chance for the title of that cantina, so we'll make that so.
Wonderful. The outside chance.
I like that too. Thank you, whoever came up with that in
Tim.
chat. I don't remember.
Cider Tim.
Cider Tim. Oh, okay. Thanks, Cider Tim.
Everything. He
I-
names like.
I didn't mean. I was just trying to get the ball rolling.
Well, before we go any further, I think now's a good time to take a break. Let's take a 5-minute break, everyone, and we'll be back to see where this goes.
Yay!
So stick around.
I should never run anywhere. Just so everyone out there in chat land.
Noted. No. Just don't run places. Got it.
All right, so you sold your ship. You bought a new one that doesn't work. With the pilot.
It's a good deal.
I mean, it just doesn't go to hyperspace, so it's useless outside of
Fine.
one planet.
It's fun.
No, we can have a whole great game here on Dantoo Town. We don't need a hyperdrive.
That's right.
The entire game is getting a hyperdrive.
They're fine.
24 episodes of getting a hyperdrive.
We're just going. We're going to become commercial farmers on Dantooine.
Yes.
It worked for me for 30 years.
I do not think
We're gonna
I
flip
would
Star
cut
Wars on its
as
side.
farmer.
If we spend 24 episodes getting a hyperdrive, that just tells me Rob had one season planned and the production company wanted 3. We're gonna Hobbit trilogy this.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's like season 2 of Walking Dead. You just get to the farm and then do nothing.
Goals.
Goals. Exactly. Whoever that was.
It is Smugglers Run, Farmville.
Farmville edition.
Brought to you by Zynga.
Between Waylon and Elon, who has been here to Dantooine recently the most?
Definitely Elon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this has been something of a regular run for me recently.
Okay. So as you make your way back through the thoroughfare to Hope's house, the crowd parts, and you're met with 7 local law enforcement. The captain steps out, not addressing any of you except for Elon. You probably made pleasantries with this captain before. He's human. He's kind of... He's not mean. I mean, he's more... He gets the job done. He gets paid to keep the operations going. Not reporting them to the Empire. But you know he doesn't allow crime. This is Captain Tanazander Arcada.
Okay. Hello, Captain. Good to see you again.
Elon, I noticed you were poking around in our HoloNet again. Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you. I was definitely poking around, and as you probably already know, what I was doing, I did run into some trouble on Rishi. So I'm here for the near term.
I hope that trouble did not follow you here.
Well, thus far, it appears to not have followed us.
And who are your friends, may I ask?
You probably know this guy, right?
Yeah,
Do I know this guy?
Your assessment's pretty spot on, too, in the chat.
No. I'm a local, right?
Yeah.
Is he a local cop?
He's a local cop.
What's
I
his
say-
name? What's his name?
Captain Tanazander, it's the first name, and then Arcada, Arkada.
Arcada, you gonna do me like that? You know who I am.
How goes the farm, my friend?
Harvest is bountiful and the kids are noisy.
Ah, kids. I do not know how you do it, friend.
Well, mostly because I need hands on the farm.
You know what they say. More hands, less work.
Is that what they say? Is that a common saying?
That the logic of that doesn't hold up.
I've never heard that before.
Okay.
It's a very common saying in Dantoo Town. I don't know what you guys are talking
who
about.
are your other
Mick?
friends? I do
Mick,
not
what do you mean?
recognize their faces.
Captain Arcada, this young Jawa here is a new acquaintance. His name is
Jawa.
Thought.
Hello, I thought.
You are quite fascinating.
You aren't.
Oh,
Wait.
Did Thought New just Humphrey Bogart him?
that's okay. I respect a man who puts it all out there.
Oh. Okay.
The handsome man here, humanoid here, Waylon Kinclaw, is my closest acquaintance of this group. And
Handsome, and I'm just gonna put that in quotation marks. The other one will go. Waylon Klinkala is the name. Pleasure to meet you, Captain.
Pleasure is all mine.
And the strange lady here at the end is Naja, who I've just met.
Yes.
I want to see what happens. He steps towards you. Ah, you are beautiful, and he extends his hand to grab yours to kiss it. What do you do?
She looks at his hand and goes, I don't think so.
Ah,
Thank you for trying.
Thought reaches up and shakes it.
you break. Shaking your hand, he looks at Naja. And, you break my heart. Well, welcome to Dantoo Town. Anything I can do for you, just come see me.
I will keep that in mind.
And he motions for his men to go. Try not to get in too much trouble, my friend. Looking at you.
Is that? Oh, okay. I may have some. I have some things I'd like to discuss with you. Where can I find you this evening?
Well, I spend my evening still at the outside chance.
Okay. Well, I'll make my way over there.
Okay. And he goes back to his business. Where to?
I think we're still heading to the outside chance.
Okay.
Is that where we're heading? We're going to Hope's house.
I think we had talked about reaching out to Hope, but I don't think we were going there.
Yeah, I can just call her on the comm.
You've got her digits.
Assuming that's how comm works.
Yes. All right, so you leave the outskirts of Old Town, where the new developments popped up. There are apartment buildings now for the refugees. They're the equivalent of slums. There's another building next to the new cantina, to the outside chance, that's more high end.
This is a residential building?
Yes. And then Elon and Waylon, you do see that noble, that the one that you carried this on the last trip to Dantooine, is like on a balcony looking out at one of these residential places, and he goes back inside.
Waylon will make a note of that, but won't say anything immediately.
Outside, there are a couple of what you assume to be bouncers. Let's see what race they are.
If they're Gomorians, he's a bad guy.
Come on. One's a Zabrik. And the other... Hold, please. is Faline. And they're well dressed. Doors closed behind them.
This is as far as I've ever gotten.
Well, you weren't here with me last time, friend.
No. This should go way worse.
I'll walk up to the bouncers.
Okay. They're both actually carrying spears that have like a bladed edge, and they cross when you approach.
Hi, fellas. Don't suppose you'll let us in for a drink, will you?
The following
I'll kind of
goes,
smile from underneath my floppy hat that's on my head.
The following says, not on the list.
How do you know? You didn't even ask me what my name was.
We don't have to, friend, the Zabrik says.
Well, what does somebody have to do to get on the list?
I'm trying to think out of the 6 of you, or the 5 of you, who would know what to do.
I'm gonna walk up and tell them I have business here with Captain Arcada, and would appreciate it if you would let us in.
Good name drop.
I'm not going to make it through these games. Roll. Where's your skills? Are you being more nice about it or forceful?
I am being forceful, but the idea is to intimidate rather than deceive.
Okay. Roll coercion then. 1 difficulty.
Okay. I'm not sure how to add the difficulty.
Yeah, and the dice pool thing, like before, when you rolled the
Up at the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then once you roll your skill down below, it'll factor that in.
Okay, and then which one is the difficulty? Which color?
Purple.
Purple, okay.
And just for fun, I will use Dark Side Point, and you can make that a red.
Can I use one of my light side points to turn it back?
Or
Or does it have to be my roll?
He can spend a light side point to upgrade one of his dice
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah,
if he wants.
that's right.
I'm not going to. I'm just going to roll it with a see what happens.
Well, you rolled 3 successes and 3 advantages.
I think it did pretty good.
They look at one another. The
As I say that to them, I'm going to reach up and put my hand on one of their spears and start to close my robotic hand around it.
I'd listen to that clanker if I were you.
he calls in on a comm link. You hear him, boss. We've got some business with Arcadia. Okay, come on in. And then they let you in.
Thank you, gents.
I will give a curt nod as I walk through the door. But like that grumpy old man nod.
Zabrik was like, I just bought this thing.
Thought knocking dust off his cloak.
Inside you have a very open cantina, less booths, more tables. There are some booths to the back. They are occupied by, you assume, wealthier refugees enjoying some of the finer things here in Dantoo Town. There are some open chairs around the bar. There's a table that's free.
Is there an area where the guy in charge is sitting?
Roll perception.
Could I make one as well?
Yeah, 2 difficulty.
Perception's a skill, right? A general skill?
Yes.
Yes.
Dadgummit.
What do I do with 5 advantages?
What's that? Oh.
What do I do with, what do I do with 5 advantages?
Well, in combat, you can spend
I can
them
crit.
to give people
Okay.
boosts, or you can crit on your weapon.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a great brawl crit, because I think it's 5 for unarmed attack.
Yeah.
You don't see anything, Wayland, as far as... Hey, thanks for the sub. Shenanigans XL. Welcome back. There are a lot of people who are well-dressed, who are walking around. I mean, this is like... You've carried some of these refugees here the last run, but most of them are gone. But you don't really notice anyone who would be the boss or who to look for. You do catch a name, both of you, just kind of listening around, people talking about. It's a Twi'lek named Lon Kaivos. And Mick, as you're looking around with your ex-soldier eyes, you can see a door swing open in the back. There's more activity back there. People are coming and going. Doesn't seem like everyone's allowed back there, but just ones who look the nicest and presumably have the most credits.
Is there? Does it seem like there's an event going on just in general here in the casino, or is it just that back area back there?
Just the back area. It seems the busiest. You see deals are being made for like papers out here. You don't know how many of it's legit. But there's a lot of activity in the back room.
I'll point out the back room, and it looks like there's something like legitimate going on back there. It's not like a cockfight in the back room or anything like that, right?
Not that you notice, no.
Okay.
A lot of people standing at tables.
Well, Waylon, I don't see our guy out here, but might be there in that back room.
Might be.
Is there any music in this cantina?
Is there any jizz?
I forgot my blacklight.
Oh no, I hate that stuff. Oh, it's terrible. Oh no.
We're going to have like a PSA that runs in the chat that says, Jizz is actually jazz in Star Wars. For those
Or we
just
could-
tuning in.
Or we could just clarify every time we bring it up. Just to-
Dot is not a fan of jizz.
No, I am not.
Can
I
we?
wouldn't be if
Can,
I was that little either.
can we do like a pinned message or something?
yeah.
I can't. This happened in the first one. The first season.
I'll stop.
I'll stop too, okay?
Well, this has a full-on, like, there's different instruments. Like, there's the keyboard. I can't remember. I was trying to look at the names. Musical instruments. Here we go.
I know what GIF we need this week.
No.
Oh God.
Someone's playing the fanfare. There's Omnibox back there. Someone's on a couple are on the clue horn.
Is there one of those little elephant guys sitting in the circle of musical instruments?
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. That's that. Now they're gone. Yeah, so there's a going from the Wet Wookiee to the outside chants. The quality of everything is better. The music's better. There's a full band. There's a couple dancers on one on each side of the band, and someone singing in the front.
While I don't have any olfactory sensors, I can tell you that the air here is much cleaner than the Wet Wookiee.
Well, yeah, Wet Wookiees are terrible.
Ugh, this place isn't lived in.
And in all your trips, Elon, this building hasn't been here that long. It's been maybe 5 months ago since it went up.
Okay.
I love that used cantina smell. This doesn't have that.
So, are there guards guarding the back room, or is it just?
There's one person at the door. They don't look as threatening as the ones outside.
Okay.
Well, we did say we were on official business. Maybe we should go ask them.
It's actually a Duros that's at the door.
Well, do you want me to do it?
I think we should follow Elon on this since he's the one who's seems to be on the official business.
Seems fair.
As we're moving through this, I would like to keep my head on like a metaphorical swivel, just in case. So, can I roll like a vigilance, or that'd be unnecessary for the moment?
Unnecessary at the moment.
Okay, cool. Never mind then.
I will say, since you're on guard and you're paying attention to everything as you can, that when the next perception roll that you make, you can add a boost die to it. As you approach the door, the Duros is he's got his arms crossed. No, he doesn't. He's standing there relaxed. Now he sees you. Now he's got his arms crossed. He's looking at the five of you.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna cross my arms too.
Thought walks up next to her, and he crosses his arms too.
I'm going to stand behind the two of them, and I'm going to cross my arms too.
Just like Waylon will kind of walk up, look at the other three, think for a second, look at the bouncer, cross his arms very slowly, and then look at Elon.
I look back and say, "What is wrong with you all?"
Look,
I thought that's what we were doing.
yeah,
I thought it was a thing.
Well, apparently it is, but why?
I don't.
intimidation tactics.
No, never.
I thought we
mind.
were posing for a band picture.
Hey,
Okay, I can't.
We were posing for the cover of our
just
band.
relax, everyone. We're already inside.
Yeah, but he's got his arms crossed. So.
Is that not a common Duros greeting?
I'm just jealous. I can't cross my arms.
That's true. You can't.
Do we know the name of the boss?
Well, I know we're looking for Arcada, and he's not up here, so we.
The boss's name is Lon Kaibos.
Oh, there you go.
Lon. Okay, so I'll say to the Duros, where can I find Lon?
I don't know your face, friend. I don't know any of your faces.
Really? You don't know my face or the droid's face?
So
We've got pretty popular faces.
I don't know any of you.
That wasn't the question.
If I don't know you, you have no business with the boss. I just
have
realized his
business.
name's now is Boss Voss.
Yes, it is.
We have business with your boss. We would
I guess
like
we're
to make.
we're wondering if your boss is looking to sell his hyperdrive.
It's true.
We are willing to see what we can do for this hyperdrive. It may be, maybe we pay money, perhaps we earn it through working with him. Who knows? We will see what we can do. We may prove very useful to the boss.
He thinks about it for a moment. His demeanor kind of relaxes a little. Please wait by the bar. I will see if he will conduct this business with you now.
Thank you.
He motions over for. I can't remember how you pronounce it. And this one, it's not basilisk, but it's balistic, I think. The
Basilisk?
the big
The ones
guy
with
with
the
the 6
four arms,
arms.
yes.
The 4 arms.
Yeah.
They're
That are
called,
actually birds.
Are they?
they're called Dexter Jetsters.
Yes. And he is tall, and he takes up the entire size of the door and just stands there.
That's the boss?
No.
No.
Oh.
Boss is a tool like.
Yeah, he went inside the other room. And as you see him go through, you hear the sounds of a casino.
I'll do what he says, and I'll go hang out by the bar.
Okay.
What's the bartender doing?
Pouring several drinks for different patrons.
Naja will walk over to bar, but so far she still has her arms crossed.
I'm gonna flag the bartender down and try to get a drink.
Okay.
Thought will walk over besides Mick and like pull my pant leg and just be.
You want 2? Do you want? No, wait. Do you mean order 2 drinks or order 2 drinks for you and 1 drink for me?
Whichever works best for you.
All right. All right.
It may not be good to give the little guy more than 1 drink.
You're making bold assumptions about his liquor intake and available capacity to handle it.
Okay, well, you're going to carry him if he fall on the floor.
I'm pretty sure Jawas can't get drunk. Like the liquor just goes into that black void that lives under their cloak, right?
Yep,
It's like when you feed a ghost and it just falls on the ground.
It,
Yep.
it evaporates.
totally. That's what happens every
Oops.
time.
If that is what you say, I do not know Jawa, but
Well, the good thing is, if anything happens and Dot falls down, Dot doesn't have far to fall. So,
true. That is very true. Very true.
Rob, can I try to get the bar? Can I try to like get some information out of the bartender, like just small talk, a little bit, like what it's like working here and what kind of people come through here?
Sure. The bartender comes over. She is.
What's it like having a job in the hottest spot in town? You know, it's all brand new and shiny still.
She's Ithorian. I'm not going to do the barking. The rah, 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 rah. She tells you that it's not bad, pays the bills. She was once a refugee, just kind of hung around. What are you having?
Whatever the Star Wars equivalent of bourbon is.
Sure.
Bourbon.
Bourbon. Whiskey. You want
Do you have
the
any-
Carillion kind, or?
Yeah, well, I guess they can't have bourbon in the Star Wars universe because it has to come from Kentucky.
That's true.
There's whiskey though.
It's fermented bantha milk.
Yeah. I've been to the Kentucky system. It's a mess. Don't go there.
We love you, all of our Kentucky viewers. All of our bluegrass folks.
Somewhere banjos start playing and Mick gets real tense.
That could be very many planets.
I'll order the same thing for Thought and I'll pay for it because I'm a fool.
Not like you.
So as you're doing that, there's actually commotion behind Elon at a table. 3 Weequay stand up and start shouting at one another. You don't know what they're arguing about, but one of them is just gesturing that everything is fine, you know, we're friends. And it probably sounds more like this. You can trust Hondo, I'm your friend!
Oh no.
Don't trust him.
Can I go over and try to defuse the situation?
As you get up, the Duros returns. The boss would like to see you now.
Thank you, friend.
And he leads all of you back through into the casino.
Follow.
And it leads you back to like a private. There's 2 floors. It's an open area with a casino, but there's a balcony like along the sides. And he leads you upstairs. There's a Twilix sitting in a booth. He's kind of like all laid back like this. He's got a couple ladies on each side of him, different species. And as the Duros leads you up there, he says, "Thank you, Zan. I hear you're in the markets for a hyperdrive."
That we are.
Correct. Thank you for seeing us.
I see everyone in this town.
It's a nice place you got here.
Thank you.
Would I recognize this person from any of my other trips to Dantoo Town?
No.
Okay.
It kind of happened really quickly. Like, the casino went up, and then this whole new area of town was built.
Okay.
Has there been any local gossip about this guy? Just in the farmer's market with the biddies who don't mind their own business?
Well, and the farmer market, you actually could tell that crime has gone up since his arrival, slowly. And as more and more people came in, the worse it got. It's not like a crime-ridden city or anything like that, but crime has gone up noticeably.
Do the locals seem to think that it's tied to his arriving here, or are they blaming it on the refugees?
They're blaming the refugees.
Okay.
And how much do you think a hyperdrive is worth?
Well, how much are you willing to part with it for?
Tell me, is it new hyperdrive or used hyperdrive?
It's a hyperdrive that's worth my value and favor.
I think I made like 35 credits at the market today.
That's really good.
He throws a smirk at Mick. Like, that's cute.
So, a favor as in a job, per se.
Or 2 or 3.
Depends on what you're having us do, but
Yes. And condition of hyperdrive. We would like to inspect it before we agree to number our jobs. I am not a ship person. I cannot expect it, but we have ship people here.
Yeah, sorry, we just bought a ship that didn't have a hyperdrive, so we're a little more hypervigilant now.
Well, that is quite fortunate for me, it seems. He snaps his finger and waves over
I just lost it.
the big guy that was at the door a minute ago. And he brings over the hyperdrive and just drops it on the table in front of him. So you can inspect it.
Mechanic person inspect.
Thought scurries up, starts like looking at it, like getting really close to it, and just
Oh, that's pretty good. That's nice. Yes, yes, no, no, that's pretty good. No, yes, no, yes. And also, yes, yes, yes.
What do you think, Thought?
It is okay. Worked real good. Real good. Yes, yes. Very nice. We'll take it. Right?
It's on the newer side, too, of condition.
Okay. Is there a class attached to it?
A what?
What class hyperdrive?
That is a good question.
I think the ship is supposed to have a 2. You could look at it.
I think
Wait.
so.
I think it's supposed to have 2 with backup of 10.
Okay. It is class 2. Your little friend's assessment is correct. It should work quite well.
He's got an eye for that, so. Right. A almost new Class 2 hyperdrive in exchange for how many jobs? 2, 3?
Let's see how well you do at 2, and then we'll make it 3 if need be.
Just for my curiosity, Mr. Boss, what would you have us be doing that you don't already have people for? That you don't want to be associated with?
You are very astute, old man.
You don't get to be old without being that way. Not in my line of work. Farming.
Very dangerous farming.
We have no acquaintances other than just now. You're not my employees. You're just riffraff that come off the street for looking for a hyperdrive.
What would first job be?
He brings up a data pad.
Uh-huh.
What kind of job can we give you guys?
If you send it to my data pad, please don't send it as a PDF because I don't know how to open those files yet.
I have an item of importance that was stolen, about 2 weeks ago. There is a gang about several miles away from town. Just simply bring it back.
What was that we were looking for?
He shows you an image of it on his data pad. It looks like something very fine art.
Is it like a sculpture?
Yes, sculpture. Bigger than you.
Bigger than us or bigger than thought?
The thought.
That's very big. We're gonna need a speeder.
You don't mean that, the one I just spent 18,000 credits on is in a speeder.
No, it's a ship. Okay, it's very important that you understand this. You've just purchased a ship. Okay, the ship's big. The speeder is not.
Both will take me to places in the world. That's the point.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yes, I guess that's accurate. I had not thought of that. Good point.
No, but
You know why they stole it from you?
Maybe they did not get into the casino. Maybe they want to make a name for themselves. Who knows? But it does not belong to them. It belongs to me.
Where was it stolen from?
From behind this building.
You kept our piece behind the
It was a
building.
delivery.
Ooh. I
I
hate
hate
it when
that.
people drive up and steal packages from delivery.
It's a real problem. It's happened a lot.
I can't with you guys.
Have you considered putting a camera on the loading dock?
You know, I saw that on a HoloNet video. There was this guy who was getting packages stolen, and he put like a stink bomb in it, in a fake package.
I saw that as well.
I thought did too.
You do not know how to open a PDF. I'm sure your kids showed you that video.
Who showed me it is not the matter we're discussing.
right. So go get the package, bring it back, and that's it.
Yes. I think this is very doable.
He actually says there is a land speeder in the docks. Fortunately, it only holds 2. But there's a place in town that you can buy other speeders. I'm sure.
Maybe we can rent one. and get the security deposit on it.
Make sure you get the insurance.
You do not have spinner for farm.
Ooh.
I have a Nerf and a cart.
Perhaps that would work.
We can bring Clanker.
I feel like that is unnecessarily putting a nerf in harm's way, based upon the fact that this gang is stealing packages from loading docks.
Yeah, Danica probably wouldn't agree to it either. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Were you kidding? We could nerf them.
I see what you did. That's pretty good.
Fine, we do not use nerf.
So we could buy a land speeder that fits all 5 of us, or take the one at the 2, or take the 2 and buy another one that can fit 2, and then just have Dot sit in somebody's lap.
I don't do that.
You haven't done it.
No,
Not that you
no,
won't
no,
do that.
that don't do that. No, 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 no. It's the meaning.
And then we'll strap him to the hood. That much better.
Okay.
Wonderful. So, either way. Cool. Any other information you can provide us? Are they a rambunctious crowd, this gang?
I never met them.
What's the name of the gang?
I don't know.
Must not be important enough.
Alright, we'll bring it back for you, Mr. Boss.
Excellent.
Cool.
Please enjoy your stay.
Oh, will you add our names to the list so those guys in the front don't give us trouble anymore?
That'd be handy.
Until our transaction is complete, yes, I will add your names to the list.
Fantastic.
And they are?
My name's Mick.
Dot puts out his hand. Dot.
Pleasure.
Yes, it is.
Gotcha.
I would like to motion to Wayland that I'd like to get a word in private.
Raylan will kind of lean over. Kind
I need to speak with you probably in a little more private area. It can wait until after we leave here.
Okay. Sounds good. I kind of look over. Wayland is what you can write down there.
All right. And you, droid friend.
Droids are not friends.
They have their uses.
Mm.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Droids are walking death machines.
That's right.
Naja, you're a walking death machine.
That is true. But
So you really are not that much different.
I am very different.
Debatable. You, by that metric, no. There are other metrics where yes, but that's beside the point.
I think if I can get over my droid thing, you guys can get over your droid thing. It'd be nice to him.
My droid thing may be same your droid thing.
I don't have a droid thing. Not that anyone has asked.
You. No one needs to be nice to me just for nicety's sake, but you will need to trust me.
I do not trust droids, but I will work with you if I have to.
All right then.
I will not strike kill you yet.
I intend to earn your trust.
No, you can try.
You do look for jobs with her, you'll earn it. So, either way, we'll get out of your hair. Boss? Is that your name? One of your names?
Boss.
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 Until we
Boss.
Until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
Cool. Then, unless we have anything else we want to do here.
I think we should just go kill these people with statue.
Okay.
She's very direct, isn't she?
This is one of the reasons I
No
like having
reason to
around.
beat around bush.
When we get out, I'm gonna be like, Elon has something he wants to speak with me about. Just give me one moment. You all. And then step away with Elon.
So, what Boss Voss here is doing is in direct conflict with the work I've been doing with Hope. So I do not feel good about doing this. And more than anything, I would like to take him down. But I understand that we need to do this job.
I want to do this job to earn his favor. What happens after that and what we do on our way out once we have the hyperdrive is entirely up to us. If we want to murder him and make our exit, I'm down for that. I have no problem aiding and abetting this because I agree with you. It goes against what Hope has, and Hope's always been good for you, and good to you, and good to the people that she's worked with. So I'm not against quelling this criminal activity.
Thank you for understanding. I will keep it between the two of us for now because I don't know these other people well enough to know where their loyalties lie.
I know that at least one of theirs is probably in a similar boat, based on the fact that we both have a shared history and a interesting position.
Fair enough.
But yes, we can keep it between us for the moment. Cool. All right. Well.
Break.
What time of day is it as we're exiting this?
I would say the sun setting.
Gotcha. Do you want to gear up for the evening and begin in the morning?
You probably want to look at the ship you just bought.
Probably. I also want to see if there's a better speeder we can pick up that will hold more than just two of us.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, if we could find a 5-person speeder, that'd be great, because I think Thought's a pretty good pilot, right?
Oh, so you've met the pilot. Oh, very good.
Have we met the pilot?
Thought is pilot.
So I was not off. Okay. I was concerned that...
Does this mean that Wayland also owns you?
Oh, no. But I work for him now.
Will you draw a salary?
Just a share.
I'm pretty sure when we made this agreement that I bought the ship and the pilot. The pilot was a bonus feature of the ship.
Bonus feature. Yes, bonus feature. Yes.
But usually when one talks about bonus feature, it's something that is acquired along with the purchase of the item that they are purchasing.
Uh-huh.
So you being a bonus feature still means that I technically own you. I don't really feel good about this either, but...
No, it means no. That's.
Then maybe we should change the phrasing of bonus feature to,
basic, not Thought's first language. See, Thought has debts, and Thought needs more money for debts.
Right. So we continue to pay these debts by giving you some of the share of whatever we make in future endeavors, so that way you can kill you.
Or we can hunt down people that you owe money to and kill them.
Really, whichever way you want to go about it, I'm down for it. In theory.
Just curious, did you sell your debt to him too?
No,
that was not a part of it.
Is that a bonus feature?
Unfortunately, Thought did not think of that.
Well,
I keep you around.
In your next negotiations.
Oh yes.
You can sell off your debts to whoever.
That would be very handy.
But All right. So you have debts. We can settle that over time.
Yeah, because it's a lot.
I figure it's a lot if
Yeah.
18,000 isn't covering it.
No, we're not even halfway there yet.
I figured as much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yes. As long as we're not getting on Empire payroll levels, we should be okay.
No, that doesn't understand term compounding interest. So,
Well,
that does now, but didn't then.
if we ever get to a point where we have nothing better to do, I will give you a crash course in finances and money management.
That would be very handy.
It would be. It is. Yes, it is vital to your continued success and not being indebted to each other.
Yes, but
I've never had that fancy education. I'm doing okay.
Just checking.
You also own a farm and didn't sell probably way more than you should have to somebody without being able to pay it back.
He did very good today.
You do not.
I made
own
35
anything
credits today.
too hot, do you? No huts are involved.
No hot. Junk dealer, but no hot.
Gotcha.
Did you say junk dealer or drug dealer?
Both.
Right.
Yes, we could easily hunt down and kill this person.
Oh,
Cross that bridge once we've covered the more immediate problem of being able to leave this planet.
Yes.
yeah.
As
We'll
soon
worry about
as we-
later.
As soon as we leave this planet, we go kill person.
Oh, that seems.
One step at a time.
If they die, you do not owe debt no more.
That seems intense.
Yes.
We can also discuss this further.
Yeah, guys, let's get this speeder situation sorted, and if we want, you guys can spend the night at my farmstead if you want.
I do not think I am type of person to stay on farmstead.
We have a guest bed. It's got a futon. Pulls out.
It's real nice. Good deal.
Lots of quilts.
Okay. Does your wife make quilts?
Oh yeah, she does. And actually, my daughter just went off to university, so her room's open too. So I mean, there's lots of space.
University?
Yeah, she's going to a prestigious school out in the Berkeley system, I think.
As long as she's not going to Arcana, she should be fine.
I have never heard of this university.
It's a good
Higher
one.
education. She's the first one in the family to go after it. I'm real proud of her.
I see. What do you do with this university?
Hopefully she's going to get a degree and she'll get a nice job in the Senate that will always be available so she can make some changes to the power structures in place right now.
Yeah. That's all of those words. Yeah.
Waylon will
if you
chuckle
say so.
at the like talk about the Senate making changes and just kind of yeah, I'm sure
Okay,
she'll
let's
do
find Speeder and then
great.
go rest. So that we can wake up early in morning and go kill people.
To address your homicidal tendencies, it's disturbing. And have you?
It is survival of fittest. If they are not fittest, they do not survive.
Oh, okay.
We
And
kill
then-
them before they can kill us.
Oh,
she's got a very interesting bodyguard concept.
Yes.
She's a very proactive bodyguard.
Very-
Clearly.
If I kill them, they do not kill you. You do not want to be killed, do you?
Well, no, I don't. No, it's bad.
Please, so you want other people. You
So
want
we were
other
given-
people to be killed.
We were given a location of a land speeder. So
Yes. Around back.
can we make our okay? We're so we can buy a land speeder there.
No, this is the one that he said that you can borrow.
Okay. Well, there's also a place where we can buy them, right? A
Yes.
dealer. Can we go there?
Mhm.
Okay. Just kind of show up. Like,
Okay. In the shop, it's more like a garage, but there are a couple of swoop bikes out front. They're you have to go inside to talk to the owner, I guess, about renting or whatnot.
Yep. We'll go inside, kind of look around the garage.
And actually, the condition of the speeders aren't really that great.
These speeders are a piece of poodle.
Well, it is Dantoo Town. It's not exactly that, like, this is what you can get back on Crowley. But it'll do. So.
But can you tell if any of these are better than the others?
Well, let me look. I'll go take a look and we'll see what I see.
Do you want me to roll?
Yeah, roll mechanics.
Okay.
2 difficulty.
Okay. So.
Yeah. Man, you guys are the triumphs. Jeez. A couple of them. One has an oil leak, and it doesn't seem like it hasn't had a. It hasn't been checked for a while. I mean, you can tell it's kind of. It's for like someone who needs like a quick lift somewhere, like, and then bring it back. It's not combat ready.
Right.
I mean, it'll get you there, but maybe slowly. There's one that looks okay, and the third one is like in the same condition as the first one.
Poodle.
What are these? What are these? What am I looking at?
They are.
I was trying to bring up the speeders
Sure.
in the book.
Okay. These are actually flare S swoops.
Okay.
A lot of wear and tear.
All right. So yeah, I go through and I kind of point out
This one is not good. It's got a leaky thing, and that's not good. That one down there is not. The one in the middle seems to be in pretty good shape. I think that one will work.
How many will that seat all of us?
No,
How many will it seat?
I think it's just like a 2, isn't it?
Passenger capacity 1.
Oh, it's a bike.
Well, you know, it's 1 plus maybe a Jawa.
that totally fit on the back of this. No problem.
So
And how much?
But
Is,
not
how many?
good for hauling. And this
How-
thing is big.
How many people does the bike that or the thing he let us? Is it 1 or 2?
2.
So far, one of us is walking.
Or one of us is getting saddled with with one of the crappy bikes.
Real quick, Rob. If the hyperdrive is broken on the ship, so in theory, we could fly the ship out there closer, land it, and then just shuttle out from there, right?
That's correct.
All right.
Well, let's just do that then.
It's part of my thinking was also to include that. So even if the bike isn't that great, we could just fly the ship out, speed her in, speed her out, fly home.
Seems like a good plan. And that's why you're the captain, you know? That's a good plan.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm the captain now, aren't I?
Right, you're on a ship. Hey,
I do own a, you're right. I do own a ship. That
Right?
does, I guess, makes
That's
me
very
captain.
important. Ah, you're the
Marvelous.
captain
Well,
now, sir.
Yay. Don't stop that. Don't
No?
start this president. No.
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 But yes, how much for? So each one can hold one person. 2 of them have oil leaks. Gotcha. How much for all 3 of these?
You go inside to ask, and it is a Trandoshan. Hey, you want speedos? I'll give you a good price.
Yeah. What kind of price can you give me?
Let's see. For all three, 25,000 credits.
25,000 credits for all three? When two have an oil leak and all three are in poor condition?
That's a terrible price. No.
He's gonna point down at the Jawa.
No.
How about you give us for 100 credits each, and I do not take your balls.
Oh. That's,
I guess we're just throwing threats around. That
I'm not quite certain of Trandoshan anatomy.
It's probably a cloaca situation.
I don't want to find out.
I do not take your giblets.
Oh no.
There was actually a slang word, I forget it, that it does.
So coincidentally, in the Edge of the Empire game that I ran a couple years ago, our canon included the fact that Trandoshans had a cloaca under their tongue.
That's a bad place for a cloaca.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
oh dear.
Thought goes up to us. Listen. You and I both know these things, 25,000, that's ridiculous. However, really good deal feels right around 5,500 credits. That's what I think. Alright?
These things easily cost 6,000 apiece.
No. Top of line, 3,000 apiece. Come on.
What if we just want to rent them?
Oh,
Oh, I rent it?
For how long?
A day?
Let's see.
We'll put less than 10 miles on them.
100 credits for one to rent. If you want 3, it's 300.
See, I told you that good deal, and I do not take ball. Giblets.
That's
I
Will
didn't-
not take
He
giblets.
doesn't even know how to talk to you.
I don't either.
Many people do not know how to talk to me.
No.
It's all right. You just kind of take it in doses, and that's
Okay,
that's
here
good.
it is. Here's the slang for balls and Star words.
Really?
It's choobies.
Chubies.
Chubbies.
CHOOBIES.
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 Chubbies.
I will not take your choobies.
That is good.
So 300 for the day. We'll get them back to you. Well, we'll get them back to you by tomorrow evening.
Sounds wonderful.
Right.
He puts his hand out. Flat.
He'll kind of look. Does anybody have cash on him?
I have
Right,
50.
Yeah,
I
I
have
have
not
cash.
I've got enough to. Well, yeah, frickin' Thought's got 18,000 credits.
Thought drops down 300 credits in his paw.
Then we have deal. I will see these back tomorrow evening. Not to scratch.
No, not a scratch.
No.
Not a scratch more.
Right.
No, yes, right. Not a scratch more. That is also correct.
Do you have an insurance policy?
Yes, very important. Take out an insurance policy. No.
It's an additional 10 credits per day per speeder.
Well, do you want the full coverage?
Oh, always, yes. Very
Yes.
very
Oh,
important.
come on.
Cover
Don't bust my
coverage.
chubies over this.
Come on.
I another 50 per speeder for insurance.
Okay.
Another 150 credits.
Okay. Okay.
That way we don't get saddled with an 18,000 credit fee when they get destroyed.
Yep.
You get a feeling that he doesn't even know what insurance means. He was just happy to take more money.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's not gonna work out good.
Well, we
well,
don't personally know that he has no insurances.
Yeah, we'll find out when we get
I
back.
don't know if
that he
insurance
had-
exists in Star Wars.
Oh, I'm
Does
sure
now.
insurance exists. There's an evil empire. You can't tell me there's not insurance.
Right?
Oh yeah.
We also haven't signed a contract, so
Down.
anything happens to these, we're not really liable.
If anything happens to these and he tries to extract more money from us, I will take his duties.
Take his dubious.
Yes.
You could also just, I mean, nah, never mind. You're gonna do it anyway. So
It does seem likely.
I was just thinking. Usually that's followed up with murder. So I was just kind of expecting that as well. So but we have 3 speeders. So
Okay. Well, don't we have 4 speeder? We rented 3, and then we have 1 from.
we have the 2-person as well. So we can go pick that up as also.
So we have 5 people. Okay.
Yep.
Road. So who is driving? Which 4 of us drive?
Thought can drive for me, and I'll ride on the back.
Okay. Everyone else drive self.
All right.
Swoops. The swoop bikes.
Elon, do you have the articulation you need to drive one of these things?
We can tie him to the back of one.
He could also connect to it to get it to work. So
I don't know how droids work.
Does he have like skis? Can you like tie him to the back of one and have him ski behind it?
I'm checking on the HoloNet real quick.
So I
I
guess
want
we're
to say yes.
very handy.
so we're all getting speeders back to Starcrawler.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess we should go meet this ship that we bought,
That we bought.
or you bought.
I mean, I feel like y'all were here for it, so
Well, it's not my money.
It's a very good deal. Very good deal.
Oh, the
Good.
land speeder you picked up from the casino is
Yes.
in worse condition.
oh, wonderful.
It's usable, but it's not that fast.
Man, the organized crime in this town really needs to pick up.
It will make it easier to take care of them if need be.
Did we get a name for this gang?
No, he
he
said he
did
didn't
not
know.
know it.
He was not. It was not important enough to him.
He does not care.
Okay, so I wanna call up on the comm link, old Captain Arcada, and see if he knows anything about the gang in the location that was described to us.
Sure. Elon, are you enjoying your stay?
Well, the town has changed since last I was here. But-
yes.
You know, we found a little work to get a hyperdrive that we need for a ship. So things are progressing, but we have run into complications as well.
Oh,
I assume you're familiar with Boss Voss?
Sorry.
I am.
He has asked us to recover a piece of art for him I described the general direction that we were given, and I'm wondering if you know anything about the gang that's out there.
did not report this item stolen. But yes, I can tell you about the gang. They refer to themselves as the Bantha Boys.
Clever.
Very original.
Mm-hmm. They are several miles outside of town. They never really bother us much.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the help.
They do come in, they get drunk at one of the cantinas, and then we lock them up for a night, and then they leave.
Perhaps they could be locked up tonight?
Oh, no. I'm sorry, friend. It would not be that lucky, I'm afraid.
That was worth a try.
Does he know how many there are?
Do you know how many there are?
It is a large family. Usually the young ones are the rowdy ones, but it's about 15.
Okay.
Good hunting.
Well, all right, Captain. I appreciate your help.
I will need to remind you about the laws of this town.
Absolutely.
Keep it clean, my friend.
Always. So I report back to the group. And I repeat basically what I've been told.
So in this town, you have to clean.
No,
I think
just
every town not on Tatooine you have to clean.
yeah.
Good
No,
luck.
basically it's a no disintegration situation.
Oh, very important.
Look, I will not blow anyone up.
What was the name of the gang?
Bantha Boys.
The Bantha Boys.
Bantha Boys. Oh boy.
Well, they have banned. Just kidding.
I mean,
I hope they're not Tusken Raiders also lost.
Well, I can deal with them. I get along with Tusken Raiders.
Can't call them sand people on Dantooine. They're like field people or something like that.
But, that's true.
Farm raiders.
Ugh, hate those guys.
Once we get the speeders into the ship, Thought's gonna see if there's one he can kind of work on to get in better shape than it is.
Okay.
Probably the two-seater, because he's figuring he's gonna have to haul something with it,
Sure.
and maybe haul something fast. So,
Are you going to roll mechanics, or you got a special talent?
I don't think I have anything that would help me with that currently. Let me look. Yeah, nothing really yet that, as far as special talents, that'll help. So it's going to just be like a mechanics roll, and if I need to make multiples, that's fine.
Okay.
But that's pretty much what Thought's going to be doing in the main hangar.
Sure.
So,
So make a mechanics roll with 3 difficulty.
okay. Set at 3. Mechanics. Not too shabby.
Nice.
So yeah, as you guys are passing by, you just see little feet, like kind of doing this underneath the speeders and clanking of tools and things like that.
Nasha going to find corner with chair and lean back and sleep, but she is going to be very light sleeper.
Cool.
She will kill anyone who tries to touch her. I snorted.
Don't wake Naja up. That's the rule.
So you're just gonna rest until everything's fixed.
Yeah. Be sharp and ready for go in the morning.
Is anyone else? What's everyone else doing?
Try to catch them asleep. Much easier to kill people when they're sleeping.
I'll lend a hand with the repairs. I don't have any particular skill in it, but I would be interested in observing and learning.
Okay.
I also do not care.
Well, if we're just hanging out, I'll probably head home, and you guys can just come get me in the morning.
So we know where your home is.
I can mark it on your data pad.
I don't
Sounds
have a data pad.
Dro-
But someone
drop
has a data pad.
Drop a waypoint.
Yeah, or if anybody wants to come stay the night with me, you're free to do that too. If you don't want to sleep in a corner.
Okay, fine. I come home with you. I try not kill your family.
Yes, please go with him.
I will go. I'll go with Mick. I'll go meet his family and make them question his life decisions.
I'm going to get familiar with the ship.
Okay. And what's Elon doing? Oh, he's watching. Okay, that's right.
Watching the repair shop.
Okay. We're gonna do a quick scene at the farmstead because it'd be fun because it's late, and Danica's like, "Oh, Mick, you're home late. Is everything okay?"
I come up behind them with my
Who?
arms crossed.
Mick.
This is Nadja. She's a colleague I met today at the farmers market.
I protect people's bodies.
Not like that.
I make
There's
sure
a market
people...
for that.
Well, I was at the farmers market, and it's a lot to explain. Come inside. Is there anything for dinner?
Oh yes, I've left you some food and whatever the equivalent of is the oven.
Thanks. Did Vic get back okay on his own?
Oh yes, he did. Is everything okay?
Yeah. I might have found some work with a couple of people who need some help getting off world.
While I am here, no one will hurt people in family. I will kill anyone who tried to hurt your family while I am a guest in your home.
Thanks.
I feel like I maybe should have came with you guys.
You are most welcome, kind woman.
Danica, you know the refugee situation that's going on, right?
Yes.
There's a couple of people who came through town who were helping with that particular situation, and they needed help.
It's not dangerous, is it?
No, it's not too dangerous. Just a little bit of errand running.
Where's wife
Life
insight?
is dangerous. You should know. Everyday life is danger. You must live to survive.
How could I be in danger with her around? She's always like that.
Yes. I will make sure that no one hurt him. I will hurt them first.
I will make sure I get your bed ready. Vic, we need to talk later.
That's fair.
I will not be much trouble. I sleep.
And you're still unarmed, correct?
You cannot tell.
Okay.
I appear unarmed.
Okay.
Vic and his wife and the baby are probably also chilling there.
That is cute, the baby.
As
It's
a reaction, you lean over
Cute.
and do that like you're doing now? Because she's probably
Cute.
like pulling the baby away. Or Vic is.
That the baby will grow up, and it will be not baby no more.
That's usually how it works. Yeah.
Perhaps it will be good fighter, and it will survive.
The bed's ready for you, Naja.
Thank you. I go sleep now. I go in there, other room, and I shut the door.
What is going on, Mick?
Look, all right. So I think these guys they're in more trouble than they think they are, and I think they need an experienced hand while they're in system, just to help keep them safe and keep helping people who need it. I miss that, Danica. I love our life here. I do. Don't get me wrong. But something about today really awoke something in me that hasn't been around for a long time. Something adventurous.
I know that look, Mick. But she presses her hand to your arm and says, "You're not as young and spry as you used to be."
Oh, don't worry. I'll
you.
stay in the back and make the young guys do all the hard work.
She laughs at that. Well, come, let's get you fed.
I knew you'd understand.
And with that, let's go ahead and call it a night, as it's 5 minutes till.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope everyone who stuck around enjoyed it. Need to plan a little more, looks like. But made it. Thank you, Enigmatic Panda and Shenanigans XL for the subscriptions, and for Dingo Zero for the follow. And we will see you next Wednesday. Tomorrow is the Wheel of Fate D&D show, so be sure to come check us for that. And then Monday we'll be starting Heroes of the Mist, which is the Curse of Strahd. Alex, who plays Mick, will be the DM.
It's going to be rough.
Yep.
Strahd always is.
Say it's Strahd.
He's a good guy. I like Strahd. I'll be sending out the sealed letters here soon.
I can't wait for that.
Life will be great.
Life's always great in Barovia.
Always. Sunshiny and just happy. But I had an excellent time tonight. Thank you guys for starting the show with us. I'm so excited.
Yeah, that was fun.
I
Yeah,
had
it's
lots
good
of
time.
fun with all of you too. I will try not let you die.
I appreciate that.
I feel like you're gonna kill us. No.
I mean,
Only
hasn't killed
if I have
Waylon
to.
And we're going to raid, looks like, the Legends of Evantris. So, guys, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
May the force be with you always.
Yes.
And also with you.
And you. A few more seconds. I don't have a back screen prepared today. Right now.
Yay.
Yay.